Good evening. We have a stacked agenda, or I should say agendas. So where's Lisa?
She's here.
There you are. Lisa, can you call attendance, please? Lisa, attendance? It's okay.
Debbie's coming.
That's the agenda for this meeting.
Do you have it?
Oh, I just need the Anthony,
Yep.
Alan,
Yep.
John, Greg, Michelle,
Here.
Jim, Stephanie, Lisa, I'm here, Mike, Julie, Jennifer, Peter. Okay.
All right. We have a quorum. Thank you. The chair would like to recognize Mr. Jay Hubblebank to read the notice, please. And thank you in advance.
Yep, I think I can do this. All right, notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given to all those entitled to vote in meetings in the towns of Bridgewater, Roxbury, and Washington that a public hearing will be held on Monday, April 1st, 2019, at 7 p.m. in the library of the Chippewa Valley School, 159 South Street, Washington, Connecticut, to present the annual budget for the 2019-2020 year, prepared by the Regional Board of Education for Chippewa Valley Regional School District Number 12, copies of which will be available at the public meeting. Chippewa Valley Regional School District Number 12, Bridgewater, Roxbury, Washington, by Anthony Amato, Chairman, Board of Education, Washington Depot, Connecticut. Turn it over back to Anthony for the presentation.
Well, actually, thank you, Jay.
Actually, I think,
Stephanie, would you like to just give us an overview of the budget?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so an overview of the process. Well, the budget process really begins as soon as the last budget is passed. But teachers begin meeting in September and October. The Finance Committee gets involved in February when we have our budget workshops. We had 3 budget workshops this year, which included town members, selectmen. We had some extra staff, consisted of the Finance Committee, the business director, and of course the superintendent. We have an overall proposed budget of $22,953,377, which is a 5.24 increase from the prior year. The main drivers of the budget are, of course, agri-science. Let's see, other salaries, benefits, and building, yeah. Thanks. Do you want me to go over specific numbers, particularly in each category, or? Yeah, we don't have a huge crowd tonight. Yeah, let me go pull over to the revenue. If you have your budgets, and of course budgets are available online, but revenue is on page 16. We're expecting tuition from non-resident students to stay at $304,000, with a total of $376,907, including tuition from miscellaneous income, adult education grants, and, let me see, sorry. This came up fast. Oop. Sorry, Megan, do you know what page the agri-science, the anticipated ag tuition is? It's on 16? Oh, the $211,762. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. The tuition non-resident student, was $340,116. The tuition from agri-science we're expecting is $211,792, with a total of $552,974. And where? Yeah.
Michael has a question. I'm just wondering that 562,000.
552,974 at the bottom of page 16, far right, the 2019-2020 budget.
I'm not seeing it, I'm sorry. I'm
Are we
seeing
on the right page?
Oh,
Our number is different.
The revenue summary, but did you pull out the agri-science because it comes in arrears for the towns?
no, actually ours is different.
We have a different,
What did,
a new one.
No, you're not crazy, sorry. I might have pulled my old budget. Why, do you have what I have, Michelle?
I'm seeing 771,374.
yeah,
Yeah,
it should be about
sorry, I'm
770,000
looking at my-
total.
I'm looking at my workshop.
Total rev between tuition and grants for next year.
Sorry, yeah, I'm looking at my old budget.
I like my number better, too.
Your number is better.
Yeah,
Your number is better. Yeah, because we pulled, so that number that I had before didn't have the state tuition. Megan was right.
Okay, so that number is,
Yeah, that wasn't in our other budget because that comes a year later. But yes, all included with the extra 218,400, that would be the state tuition. Then it brings it up to 771,374.
okay.
And so Meg,
So is this is the one that's updated on the website now?
I believe so. The one that with the state one pulled out, is that the one that's updated on the website now, Nicole?
the one that you have tonight, no.
Okay, we'll do that after.
Okay, so for the public then, I guess if they're looking on the website, that 218,400 isn't posted there, but it would be included in the following year.
so
Yeah.
Stephanie, on the front cover, where it gives the total budget, proposed budget.
Yep.
It says it's a 5.24% increase.
Over the previous year, yep.
Is there somewhere where we could see what the percentage increase would be less the revenue?
If we take in the tuition in and the agri-science, not taking the state, the one in the arrears, it's 2.7%, but when we factor in after the state grant, and if we were to calculate that all together, it's the 1.7%. But the
And is
218
that
comes.
is that number, which I like much better than 5.24, is that number prominently featured on the website, in this document, in information that's going out to the public?
Yes. May I-
But what's on our vote has to be the
Well, I was gonna s-
5.24 increase. We're required to,
By law, yeah.
by law,
No, I
to do
get-
the gross.
I
Okay.
totally get that. but I
Okay,
also
just
want
one.
I want it to pass, too. so-
Right, right.
And we took, Anthony had made this one pager for the last one, and we did at this point also tease out where the state comes in after an arrear, so that way people can do the crosswalk all the way across the year. Here's what when it's the agri-science tuition from the other districts, our tuition in, what that amount is, and then when the other $218,000 comes in afterwards, what that looks like against, so.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie.
Welcome.
Good. All right, are there any comments from the public? Jay? Sorry. We just need to make sure the mic picks up.
Jay Hubblebank from 236 Woodbury Road in Washington. I'm just reading this, I understand the cost, but I'm just confused about the 700 account. And I see you have 750 account program changes, which accounts for, I think it's $361,000 increase. Most of that when I look at that, in the backup is salaries for ag science. So I'm just curious, is this part of the new state budgeting process that we're adding under property, a line for salaries? So that, my assumption is next year, those salaries are going to show up in the salary account, which is going to bump up the salary account, to me, falsely, because it's this year's salary account, it's for next year's salary account, not 2 years from now. So I don't understand why that would go into the property account, what I always thought of as property, and not the salary account.
I think given the small audience, sure. If you want to answer the question, Nicole, you feel free.
Hi.
I mean, I know it doesn't change the amount, but it just seems to me it ought to be where it should be.
So in the past, in Region 12, salaries have been set off that are new salaries in program changes in the 750 section. But after the budget's approved, they're moved to the salary section so that the final budget that gets produced doesn't show those changes set off. But that helps the board to see where those salary changes are occurring.
Okay, but it doesn't, I'm not going to argue about it. It doesn't help the public know what if you're having a public hearing, you're saying the salary line's going up something 1.81%. It's not going up 1.81%. It's going up 1.81% plus 220, whatever that number is. So it doesn't show you the right number when you're looking at the salary account. And people know you're adding 2 staff positions, so to me, that's where it ought to be. I understand the board needs that. They can get a separate piece of paper that says whatever. But anyway, that's my question. I understand. I still think that's not the best way to show.
Michelle?
I just want to jump in and just say that this whole 700s program change category is something that Nicole inherited, and
Well-
she's not a huge fan. She's
Well,
not
you could
willing to
eliminate it
say
as
it.
far as I'm concerned, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
I'm willing to say it.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, then the public, oh, I'm sorry, Alan.
Is there a typo on page 12? I mean, I've just had a few seconds to look at this, but I figure I better ask before I start doing the math. We really have a 4,500% increase? That,
Alan, can you hold that question so we could adjourn the public
all right.
hearing, and then we'll pick it up immediately, if you don't mind. So, all right, I'm going to adjourn the district hearing.